Hello everyone and welcome back to another slide review where today we have a very special figure. If you know much about the G1 Transformers or just even comics or whatnot, you'll know why this figure is so important because of what he leads up to. But that is why I recently introduced the size comparisons. But anyways, let's get on with Dragstrip. He is one of the 5 Stunticons from the original G1 show. And now you might be looking at this figure and you might think, hold up, this is not the same as the this doesn't look the same as some of the other figures that were out, like the individual Stunticons when you can buy them. And that's because this guy is a part of a big 5-pack that they released for a brief period, which these colors and these figures were more based accurately on the G1 figures rather than the G1 show, which both I really like. I just happen to get all my hands on these ones, so that's what I'll be reviewing. And if we're lucky enough, guys, we might get our hands on some G1 Stunticons to compare them, which would be amazing to do. But of course, we're gonna get through all the Stunticons first, and these guys are worthy of their own individual reviews. So to start off, let's talk about Dragstrip and his articulation. So to start, we have his head, which can twist a full, if it wants to, there you go, bit of a stiff head, but you can twist full 360 degrees. It's kind of hard to do with his shoulder pads in the way. There you go. Oh, there you are. It is quite stiff. These figures are very sturdy. But these shoulder pads do kind of get in the way when it comes to head rotation, so just be wary of that. Then we come to the arm, which there's that little bit hanging off there, but it can do a full 360. Just again, be careful of these bits here because they can get in the way a little bit. His arm cannot bend back at all, but it can bend forward a little over 90 degrees. This panel here again just covers the arm, all for transformation, which, as said previously, want me to show you transformation, I can go through it in a separate video. Then down here we come to the torso, where he can do a full 360 swivel, again due to transformation mainly. Then the leg can bend up about 90 degrees there, you can see. Then he can bend back also about 90 degrees. At the knee, he can bend forward like slightly, and he can bend back pretty much exactly 90 degrees. So overall, that's all good there. Then at the foot, it can bend forward quite a bit. Again, due to transformation, because you can see there, that forms the back of the Formula 1 car. Can't really bend forward at all, but it can do a full 90-degree bend to the right or left, depending which foot you're moving. Getting onto the paint job, there's big differences between this paint job and the TV show paint job, but obviously we'll just focus on the paint jobs for these, and if we do get our hands on the G1 figures, we'll be comparing those in a later video. I will say these figures are kind of bad with some bullet holes compared to other figures, but they're all robots, so the metal isn't too bad on them. It's just worthy to point out, just in case if you feel that way. But overall, I really do like this figure. And let's move on to his accessories now, which he comes with 2. He comes with 2 of his blasters. They are the exact same blaster. Here, I'll show you that. Exact same blaster. And yeah, alright. The show one is painted with a lot more paint. This one, the weaponry is the exact paint to the G1 figure. So as much as when I get something like this, you might think, like, you know, I normally do criticize the lack of paint. In this instance, I'm going to let it slide because it's aiming for accuracy to a certain thing, and this paint is accurate towards that. So, you know, can't really complain about that, but you can chuck that in his hands there, and now Dragstrip is ready to take on some Autobots, whether or not that's alone or with his fellow Stunticons. But overall, very cool, and his blasters are in fact blast effect compatible. You just kind of have to wiggle those on there a bit. But there you go, that's not coming off anytime soon. And overall, really nice sturdy figure, and transformation is decently easy to do after you get used to it. So speaking of transformation, let's head into his Formula 1 mode. Now here we move on to the vehicle mode, which overall, the vehicle mode for Dragstrip here is really nice. It looks exactly how the G1 toy looks, with the Decepticon symbol on each side of him. No Decepticon symbol on the nose, with the TV show one having the one on the nose. But again, this is toy accurate. And as you can see, his head there turns into the seat of the Formula 1 car. So that's always nice. And the engine on the back, lots of detail on him. Underkibble is stunning. There's really no underkibble. It's pretty much like a regular old car. Only thing that kind of like can slip a bit is, I guess, the back, but that's pretty sturdy, so as long as you're not purposely trying to, then that won't really slip. Even these front wheels, because they kind of go into their own little cavity there, like, you know, they sort of just sit in there. No real way to sort of accidentally knock those out, but overall, really good. And the tires here can fully rotate, so you can have Dragstrip roll his way across your battlefield, which is really cool. And now we get to accessory vehicle compatibility. So here we get the two pegs again, which also, it's probably now a good time to mention than any, is you get these two pegs over here, which you can plug into the gun. There you go. So you can plug them together and they make a little double gun if you want to do that. It can't really clip anywhere, I guess. You can have it on there like that if you want, but I think that clip is more just for, I mean, it's kind of nice to keep all the accessories together, I guess. But beyond that, this is how you use his accessories with him. Plug his guns into there, and there you go. Now, the G1 figure, for those of you who know it, had a whole like back turret that would clip onto him, which these are similar color to them, and is sort of similar fashion, where it's a double gun aiming forward from behind, shooting out. So it does the part. I really do like this figure, and I think for any of you can pick it up for a good price, I would recommend. However, a lot of Stunticons are really hard to find, so it's really up to you if you want to take that treacherous journey trying to find all the Stunticons. Or if you just want Dragstrip, I'd say go for it. He's a really nice figure, and you can find him for some decent prices at collectible stores and other sort of stores, but on actual proper shelves, he's really gone. But anyways, let's move to my final thoughts on this great figure. Now we come to the final thoughts on Dragstrip. Again, I think if you can find this guy for a good price and you're not too worried about the struggle to collect all the Stunticons, I'd say definitely pick him up. But if you do want all the Stunticons, but you do still like this guy, it may be beneficial to wait till there's confirmed re-releases or maybe a repaint for some of them. It's really up to you. And it also depends which version you want, because this is the this one you can only get in the 5-pack, which sells for ridiculous amounts online now. So that is quite unfortunate. The singular one is probably the one you'll be more likely to find. So if that is okay with you, I'd say he is worth your while. He's a good Decepticon. For a while before I had all the other Stunticons, because I did actually have the TV show version, but I lent that to a family member of mine who just started collecting the new figures. I used him quite a lot as just a generic Decepticon foot soldier for a while because I didn't have the other Stunticons. And he works well with that, with his, you know, generic sort of dual-wielded blasters. Like, I definitely put him higher class than like an Insecticon, but he was just, you know, a good Decepticon to have there to sort of flush out the numbers and give the Autobots a good run for their money. But coming to the end of this review, I'd say very worth it figure. I really do enjoy Dragstrip. I think he's a great character. They've done his figure extremely well. And I think that it's really personal preference whether or not you prefer this one or the TV show accurate one. I think both of them are phenomenal. I love the TV show, the Stunticons. I love the toy, the Stunticons. I don't know why I keep tripping on the word Stunticon. It's a little bit of a tongue twister, but you know. Anyway, that's going to end it for this review here. This was a bit more of a short and sweet one. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And please do let me know what you guys think of the Stunticons, whether or not you prefer this color or the show color. And I hopefully will see you all in the next one. And please, if you do enjoy my channel and if you do want to support it, I have been absolutely grateful for the amount of reviews that some of my previous videos have gotten now. And if you do want to stick around and want to support the channel, do consider subscribing. That is, again, completely up to you. I'm fresh into this, so I completely understand either way. But anyways, that's ending my review here. I will cover the other Stunticons at a later date, but I'm not going to spoil that for you. They will release when they come out, so look forward to that one. Anyways, this has been Slide, and I'll catch you all in the next one.